Saturday Night Live. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road
And
looking for
it's Renaissance Man.
to ease my mind and
I'm
know
here
my living.
to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1377 in a row of the Renaissance Man show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam and friends. What are we going to get into tonight? Some live creation, just like we do every single night. I got a guitar over there. Yeah, got a beat seat underneath me. Kicking it. Sound like a freaking drum band. Doing it. What? That's my feet. Guys, when you've got a beat seat, the first drum for guitar players, and you invented it, patented it, U.S. patent 16537. Joanne, why don't I know my patent number off the top of my head like I used to? When I'm writing, I got it. 137697992, something like that. I can't do it though. Let me have a pen, Joanne. I'm writing it down. Here we go. Okay, drop the pen, Joanne. Where's my clipboard? You know, guys. If you missed the movie, it premiered last night at 9 p.m. It's called Worst Coach Ever. And the bottom line is, I guess I'm the worst coach ever. I was talking about to a friend today about this, that the only reason I called it Worst Coach Ever is because he rips on everybody the whole movie, but more because of there's this LGBTQ, it's not really, but it's this trans sports movement section of the movie that popped itself in there by accident, really. This is a live improvisation show. When I create movies for you guys, they're done in the moment. I don't have an idea of what I'm going to do. I don't have an idea of where the thing's going to go. I literally stand in front of a green screen and I let my creative mind go. And when I turned around and saw a girl in the gym with all the boys, it just let us down. LaQuisha had to do it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Oh, Lonnie wanted to be called Lonnie. So look, she changed. LaQuisha's now Lonnie. But we have a girls team. We don't need, you on the boys team. We already have a, girls team. If you didn't have a girl, you're like, get it. But the whole Leah Thomas thing, you can't hold a girl down. Boy, they can't you can't hold them down. But guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna write some music tonight. And like I said, it's called Worst Coach Ever because he's so insensitive, But that's comedy. The comedy is that this is a coach who's so insensitive, he just doesn't understand the movement, And excuse me, I'm sorry, but that should be tolerated and okay, look, I want you guys to, but that's funny as freaking hell. And we may go over it tonight. I may play it for you guys. We'll see. Matt Zabrowski's sitting right next to me, about to give us a woohoo. What's that? Zabrosk. Okay, hold on.
Something to live for.
Matt Zabrosk, I'm going to sit here and let you do your woohoo thing. Throwing it to you.
Woohoo!
Right? Guys, when Zabrowski came out of left field with the woohoo, he's done it, What's that, Joanne? Joanne, no, your wheeze is obnoxious tonight. We're here. We're trying to get into a monologue. Renaissance Man show. 1,377 days in a row. Joanne's wheezing back there. Thank goodness I have a coffee here, 11:32 in the eve, I want to say hi, Chris. How you doing? Andrea's in the house. S-Coop kicking it with me. Mo Doc Rough Stock. And over here on TikTok, I want to say hi to the fam and friends. Uh-oh. Can someone do me a favor? I think that's Sig. No, it's not. It's JP. Oh, no, that's S-Coop. S-Coop, you rock. I was going to say, could someone just go on Telegram and let people know that we're live? And S-Coop did it. Done. That's what happens when you have an awesome mod in the house. You know what I mean? Doing it. So, guys, 1,377 days in a row of live moments taking place. And I think we're going to get into one of them right now. I don't have any topic or title, so if you guys have one for me, send it my way. We're about to write a song. You know, it's so funny. I so miss jamming out on this jazz guitar. I'm so happy to have it back. Chris Turtle, our brother Turtle, love you, bud. Thank you so much. Again, I'm so excited about something that I ran into Chris about a little over a month ago. And Turtle Shell, he came out, and that's our brother. And saw him at a party, and we're talking. And I didn't realize that he was, I think I maybe years ago heard that he played guitar as well, but this is the first time I realized we were both talking about music, deeply talking about music. I mentioned the Renaissance Man show and what we do here. He's like, I'll check it out tonight. Chris has been with us since. He's been here most nights. We love Turtle. He's the man. But when I was talking to him the first time, he said, you know, I fixed a bunch of guitars that had the same exact issue as your guitar. When we shot Batmark versus Supermark, I was doing the Batmark scene and I have the cape on and everything. And when I turned, the cape smacked this guitar over and the neck snapped into like basically two. And I just threw it in the back for over a year. I was like, screw it. That's the first time I took this out. And honestly, it's almost a godsend that it happened because me playing electric guitar for the first time ever has produced about 100 ridiculous songs and some guitar playing that I never knew was possible until I started playing an electric guitar. I always played this, and I was like, I'm playing electric. No, it's a freaking jazz guitar, dude. It's a jazz guitar. It sounds completely different. And you'll know when I take out that guitar and freaking start playing blues. And when I play blues on this, you could hear the difference right off the bat. Anyway, so guitar dies. Till I see Chris, he's like, you know, I fixed a couple guitars. This is how you fix it. And all I need, I'm a visual, and I'm also a, you know, if someone gives me an ABC, here's the directions. That's all I need, because I have a philosophy in life. If somebody's done something, that means anybody can do it. So if there's a luthier out there who built a guitar, I'm like, I could build that guitar too, because that friggin' dude did it. And same thing, it's like, yeah, you can't go be a, you know, brain surgeon, but there are practical everyday professions that people excel at. And if you really wanted to spend the time, you could do it and anything. Everything is possible. You just have to have the opportunity. Now, this is the rub. Opportunities are impossible to come by in 2022. How do you get the door open in order to meet the right person who says, hey, there's this potential, but you don't really fit the criteria? No, I don't freaking fit the criteria, but what do you need done? I will apply myself in that manner and become a master. I don't need it to be that, oh, I studied this, so now I can only do that. No, you tell me what task needs to be done, what work needs to be accomplished, and I will complete that work at the highest possible level. And it may take me a couple weeks, it may take me a year, it may take me a couple years in order to be like master this and be able to step up and do it as good, if not better, than everybody else on planet Earth. But I will put the time in and do that. And that's the reality. We as human beings are capable of everything and anything, but we need to have the opportunity to express self, to become the greatest version of ourselves. And we can't do that if we're not being seen as capable. And this is what I feel our biggest roadblock is in 2022. We've divided ourselves into so many categories that people can't even figure out what they want, what's proper, what's considered, I guess, a society norm. And we're becoming just muddled. Like, seriously, nobody knows what's going on anymore. It's this big melting pot of ideas. Nobody knows what's right because everybody's offended. And it's just a bunch of people holding their breath. We're living in a world where people are holding their breath and not speaking their mind because if they do, they're canceled. It's sad. That's the world we live in 2022. And part of the reason why I put out my 6th feature film, and we have 50 views. 50 views on a brand new feature film comedy that's freaking mind-blowingly silly. I won't even say it's funny. It's silly. It is the silliest movie. All of them are. They're parody, comedy, stream of consciousness movies. It's not intended to be like, oh, wow, listen to the wordplay on this one. But it's also like, holy cow, listen to the wordplay on this one. Because it's a guy allowing his freaking creativity to just drive itself into something that didn't exist until that moment. It's happening in front of you. It's not like there's a synopsis and a set of chapters that we're going to hit. In the moment, this movie became 6 times, and friggin' 50 people in the world saw it. F you, YouTube. Not the people watching who happen to find it. YouTube itself. I give you the biggest middle finger in the world. YouTube itself. 4.5 years of driving positivity and creation out into this world, and you never shared one thing once. In fact, you literally hide everything I put out, specifically. 10,800 subscribers, and 50 people have seen my movie. 50 people see every piece of content. You blow, YouTube. You blow, you know. Arbiters of truth. If you saying something we don't like, we're gonna pull you. YouTube, we blow. Creative people, we got a word for you. Toe the line, put you in a grave, yeah. Take your channel away, yeah. You're getting negative views every day, yeah. YouTube blows. You see, people like Mr. Beast love you too, 'cause they share everything you do. But if you say anything against the narrative, yeah, they're going to put a stone on you the size of Ben Affleck's head, yeah, and you're dead, yeah. At least your platform is a YouTube blows. Give me yellow warning over and over again, yeah, 'cause you can't take it when someone speaks their mind, no. You gotta keep them in a deep, dark hole, yeah. I'm so sick of it, yeah. YouTube blows. YouTube blows. Fixing to get back on the line. Fixing to kick 'em off of my mind. YouTube blows. You think show up for 4 years over and over again, they're going to share something you think, no, but they keep you in a hole, yeah. YouTube blows. YouTube blows, yeah. Pulling me up, I'm sure.
Oh, wait, you just wrote a song about how we blow. Now let's take him off the air again.
Oh, we don't have to worry about it. Nobody ever sees this freaking content. Yeah, live forever. We don't freaking care. We're just gonna put him in a deep dark hole. Yep, because we blow. Yes, you do, said YouTube blows. Mr. Beast got 100 million subscribers, yeah, 'cause he's giving money away, yeah. We're giving positivity away, writing songs in the moment, making you laugh every day, hey, but they don't care, they put me in a YouTube bros. It's how I feel about you after 4.5 years of showing up every day, and you shut off the freaking tap so the world can't even find me. Pieces of garbage. Some freaking completely mental case sitting in a room like,
You can't have people hear this one. Can't have people have this one out there.
some guy named Z or Zah. Call yourself whatever the freak you want. Stop freaking shuttering my content after 4.5 years, you pieces of garbage. 50 views. Feature film number 6. YouTube. Yeah, I'm freaking pissed. Should be 500,000 views on that video. There should be 500 views. With 10,800 subscribers, there should be at least 500 views, YouTube, on all of my content. But you let 30 people see it. I saw something the other day, I freaking blew my mind. It blew my freaking mind. It was like, okay, when we put out the World's Gone Crazy, which was a video of me walking through the streets where people were wearing their freaking masks in the middle of the street, walking around by themselves, nobody around them, and I'm just like 5 different people doing it, and I was like, what are we doing over here? It's a piece of comedy, okay? I noticed something. It had 101 views. I was like, wow, we got over 100 views for a piece of content, because we never do. They don't freaking share my with anything, with anybody. And so I'm like, wow, we got over 100 views. That's great. And I go back yesterday, I think it was 101 views, like the day after I released it. Do you know there's still 101 views on that piece of content? 3 months ago? They never shared it with another freaking soul. It's pathetic. Make a man go crazy. You put out something with passion and soul, something you're proud of, but no one gets to freaking see it. I don't know if they want to, but that's not even the point. The point is, it should be forced on some people. I get crap forced on me all the time. What the hell is this? Who's this Liver King? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? The amount of crap they put in front of our faces that has no value at all. But they will put actual valuable shows that have shown up. The only show on planet Earth that's shown up for 4.5 years. They won't ever let you know it. Can't find my freaking pick now. That's a rant for you guys. That's a rant for you. Yep. Andrea said, of course they don't. They want us all focused on BS at each other's throats and no truth is allowed. Otherwise, we would escape their control in a heartbeat. Isn't that true? That's what I think this show has been for 4.5 years, is for the awesome people that have found it, is they're able to at least see the truth for what it is. This is an unvarnished truth show. I don't have the ability, as you can tell, to keep my emotions in check. I don't have the ability to say, oh, no, that's okay. That's fine. 2 million people over this southern. That's fine. Don't worry. Fentanyl. That's good. Let's get more fentanyl in the schools. No, you want Venezuelan thugs and killers that they're letting out of prison coming over the border into the United States. That's cool. That's cool. Don't worry about it. We're good with it. I can't. I'm so disgusted with everything that's going on in the world. And I have and this is a positivity platform. That's the craziest thing about this is like, I want more than anything to come out here and just be like, guys, it's so great. This is great. People are connecting with our message. They're able to, new people came in today because other people are getting them to hear. I mean, this is a very, very odd existence that I live. It's a very odd existence. And it's like white flag time, man. I don't know. It just it just makes me angry. It's making me more angry like every day. It's like you put so much time and effort out there to do a movie. And like, they're like, we'll show it to 50 people. Like, pieces of garbage over there on YouTube. I want to see anything you actually produced. I want to see a movie you made with your own bare hands. You created, you got in front of the camera and made. I will watch it. But you don't have the talent, the ability to create something. You just pull creators down. Oh, because the message doesn't really jive with our message. What, communism? Just freaking move to Cuba already. You don't need I think you could get by with the money you got. You know? Oh yeah, I was a freaking piece of garbage just pulling people down in the United States for a company called YouTube. I came here to Cuba, I'm like a multimillionaire, and I love communism. I'm just here now. Good, get the fuck out of here so we can live our lives again. And people like me can be heard. I think it's simpler than that. It's because of the Trump show. If I never did the Trump show, this never would have happened. I think it would be okay. But it's because I did the Trump show. Because I did a satire show in 2019. They threw me in a hole, and I'll never get out of that hole. I just put out another freaking awesome, hilarious movie, and 50 people in the world, 7.7 billion people, have seen it and will see it. In 2 months, you'll go back, there'll be 53 views. Because YouTube's a bunch of dicks. I just wrote a perfect song about him. I think I'm dropping that motherfucker. I'm dropping that song. Yeah. I may make it a freaking single, and it's coming out tomorrow. YouTube blows. The best part about it is no one will ever know about it. 50 people will hear it because of YouTube. 'cause I'm living in a nightmare. Nothing makes sense, no. I can't understand A from B. No, I'm lost, can't you see? No one seems to get it either. Everyone's looking around. No one wants to say a thing 'cause you may offend. So we keep going, let the world keep crumbling. Yeah, the world keeps crumbling. No one knows right from wrong anymore. Rules keep getting changed every day, yeah. To the point where no one making moves, yeah, anymore. Yeah, it's the downfall of existence, yeah, the downfall of society. Can't you see it? Downfall, yeah, no one seems to give a damn. And if you speak up, they're gonna muzzle you. 2022, yeah, we got a muzzle for you. The back end meeting taking place. What we're gonna do with those creators, yeah, making it hard for us. Do the thing we're trying to do, lie to everybody, yeah, they're singing right through. If we get them out, so keep them in the hole, keep them down low, yeah, and they will think that they just blow, but we blow. Yep, you do. Yep, you blow. Yep. Caught in a storm. No one knows for how long. The tables are against you, 'cause they've got all the cards, stacking them up however they feel. Yeah, you can't ever climb over it, no, no. Hail fall down from the sky, the size of volleyballs, smacking on the concrete, breaking glass on cars, yeah. Oh, it's what seems like normal in this dream state. I can't even seem to wake, no, I'm in a nightmare with you. Living in a nightmare, yeah. I might be sleeping, 'cause I can't wait. At least it seems like a dream state, yeah. No, why you forsake me? Yeah, do what I can for that years, trying to make the world come together, yeah, Open my eyes, realize it was a dream.
isn't a dream and a nightmare. Yeah, it's been a nightmare. Living a nightmare. Down again. We live to die whenever understanding one. And I'll give my life to you forevermore. You keep me rolling on, yeah, and I'll never hide my face. And you will not be alone with me in the moonlight hours when I pay my debt to time. To dream this dream and stay alive, where everything's fine and where the beat rolls on. chances, and you will not be alone with me in the moonlight hours when I pay my debts at time. To dream this dream and stay alive, where everything's fine and where the beat rolls on and on and on and on and on and on and on. The beat rolls on, yeah, no. So where the beat rolls on. Alone with me in the moonlight hours when I pay my debt to time.
Bad version of a song I wrote in 1999. You can hear that one. I think it's on Spotify. It's called The Beat Rolls On. You know, I got a stuffy nose last night, and then now it's like more stuffy. So I'm realizing it's probably not the best night to be singing, you know. If it was, I'd be sounding a lot better. But I'm having a hard time hitting notes because stuffiness, you know, when you're down it, when you got stuffaroo. But some things will still sound pretty good when you play them with a stuffy nose, you know. Like this. We did this the other day for the first time ever, and I was like, ooh, this is a haunting tune right here. This is a haunting tune. So bad. When you were here before, I don't know how it starts. Couldn't look in your eyes. You're just like an angel. I can't hear it right now. Your skin makes me cry. Here we go. You flow like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm agree. I'm always you. Why the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Kids, I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice. And I'm not around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special. I
now we do. What the hell am I doing here? No, I don't belong here. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What am I doing? I don't belong here. I'm a creep. It's a cool tune. I just don't know how to freaking play it, but whatever, dude. This song I think is really cool. This song I think is pretty wild right here. And the fact that it's a dude blows my mind. Blows my freaking mind. Seriously. Let me switch this so you guys can see the beat seat. What are we doing over here? You know, I got a beat seat scene going. You're not even seeing the beat seat? Like, seriously? Renaissance Man. Get it right, dude. Ooh. And now we have, since I'm sitting farther away, we got to fix this beat seat here. Give us a little action. There we go. The beat seat. Down it. So back to the song. How's it go? Yeah, I gotta go lower on it. Keep my hands to myself. Dust them off, put them back on the shelf. In case the little girl in need never coming out of left field. Ooh, I'm a rebel, just a kickstone. Feeling it since out of 1966 now. Might be over now. Feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel, just a kickstone. Let me kick it like it's 1986. Yeah, might be over now. Feel it still. Come out to feed. Leave her with babysit. Mama cold grave digger. Going to fallen leaves. I'm coming out of left field. Ooh, I'm a rebel, just a kickstone. Feeling it like it's 1966 now. Might be over now. Feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel, just a kickstone. Feeling it, yeah, like it's 1966. Yeah, might be over now. To feel it still. I think that's all I got on it, guys. I don't know how that part goes. We could fight a war for peace. Could give. I don't know how part goes. I really don't. Whatever. We did one part of it. Deal. Friggin' deal with it. I'm going to play a little something here. One of the greatest bands of all time. And sometimes when you're doing it, you got to do that. You know what I mean? This is a song that I think people can appreciate, but maybe not. Who the freak knows? I don't even know. I'm going to play it for you anyway.
1968, The Beatles. Dear Prudence, redone in 2022 by Renaissance Man. And I'm Casey Kasem.
Even the Casey Kasem's off tonight, Joanne. But your wheeze is dead on. She still has it down, the wheeze, you know. You gotta give it to her. Goes. Dear Prudence, let me see you smile. Yeah. Dear Prudence, I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it, guys. Sometimes you're feeling it, and then sometimes you don't. Ooh, this is the good one right here. Don't let me down. me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Oh, she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody ever loved me like she do. I don't know how the song goes. Like she do. I don't know how the song goes. I'm going to play one more. One more song. Give me something good here, Beatles. Come on. I don't know about that one. I'll go one more page. Oh, okay. Wait, is this the one that... Is this... I want to see about who did this one, because now I saw this title and it's not popping up. Let's see if I can find this here. If this is really the song. Started a joke. Started a joke. I don't know. I thought that song would be good. I can't find it. Remember that song? I started a joke, started the whole world laughing. Remember that years ago? It was a song. I don't remember how it goes, but yeah, I don't remember that one goes. We of Liberty, thank you so much for becoming a Renaissance Man Real Talk family member. I forgot that's how I called it back then when I started it. We changed, doing a lot of craziness over the years. Trying things, changing things, And it's likely going to happen again because this freaking crappy YouTube situation here. I'm looking up a song here. What's this? Ooh, I don't think I've ever played this one. Why the fuck? You know what I mean? Like they're giving me that version? Unbelievable. That's all on Joanne. Joanne, can you pull up a song by these people that I know? Oh, God almighty. That's when Joanne just destroys the show. Guys, I'm going to go back to the screen and see if anybody has any suggestion. Time after time. There we go. Thank you, Stacy. See, all we need is someone to throw out some ideas. Let's see if it's possible. Sometimes the chords and the everything else don't work. Lying in bed, I hear the clock
so that's basically the tune. Let's get into it. You guys know how we do it. You just need to get the feel first. Okay. It's all the way up there, man.
Lying in bed, I hear the clock tick. I think of you.
I gotta go all the way up there for that one, guys. It's crazy.
Lying in bed, I hear the clock tick. I think of you. Quarter.
I don't really think I could do that.
Lying in bed, I hear the clock tick. I think of you. Caught up in circles. Confusion is nothing new. Flashbacks of old nights. Almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after some time.
See, dude, this is not my range. Hold on. We have to try a different. Maybe I'm not. I think what I have to do is play it in a different key because this is nutty to go that high. Hold on. If I could say, for example, bring it up to a capo style. Do we have a freaking capo anywhere over here? I had a freaking capo. What the hell happened to my capo? What'd you do with the capo over there? Oh, it's right here. Joanne. She always hides it underneath the sticks. I'm going to put it on the 3rd fret. Let's see what that does. I don't know anything about music, so I just make it up as we go.
Lying in bed, I hear the clock tick. I think of you. Caught up in circles. Confusion is nothing. Flashback nights. Almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after some time.
This isn't good. It's terrible, Joanne. When you're doing it, you know, we're not doing time after time. That's just the bottom line, guys. It's just not a good song for the Renaissance Man. You know? I got one for you. Hold on. Come on, man. Freaking. You're pushing buttons. I'm hitting wrong things, you know. This is a cool tune. I remember this as a kid loving this song. I didn't realize it was written a lot longer in, you know, back in time, and it was covered. It was covered. This isn't the right version. Here we go. I found it. So I always loved this song. Kind of do it my own way here, sort of, but it still very much stays within vibe of the original too. That's probably right. I'll just stick with this one, even though it's a little lower.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. Watch how they play. They don't understand it, so we're running as fast as we can, holding on one another's hands and trying to find a way into the night. You put your arm around me and tumble to the ground, and you say, "Linger alone now."
See, I don't like it there. I like it one more fret up. Check this out. This is so much nicer. I knew I always played it on 3. It just sounds better. You ready? Taking it up a level. Like that's like. Check this out. Totally different vibe.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. Watch how they play. Yeah, they don't understand, so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on one another's hand, trying to find a way into the night. You put your arm around me and you tumble to the ground, and you say, "Think we're alone now." The beating on the scene and you wander around. Think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Get away. We gotta hide what we're doing. What they say, if they ever knew. So we're running as fast as we can, holding on one another's hands, trying to find a way into the night. You put your arm around me and you tumble to the ground, and then you say, "Think we're alone now." Beating of our hearts is the only sound. Think we're alone now. Ooh, yeah, I think we're alone now. We're alone now. Think we're alone now. Think we're alone now. Think we're alone now. Think we're alone now. I think we're alone now. Running just as fast as we can, holding on to others, and we're trying to get away into the night. And you put your arm around me and you tumble to the ground, and then you say, "Think we're alone now." The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Think we're alone now. Oh yeah, I think we're alone now. 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 We're alone now. Beating of hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. Oh, I think we're alone now. I think we're alone is the only sound. Think we're alone now. Oh, I think we're
Joanne, we did it with the C at the end. Sometimes when you play the C chord, you know what I mean. Oh, middle C. We did a middle C situation here, Renaissance Man style. You can do middle C all you want. We gave YouTube the middle C today. You know, that's what we do. We give YouTube the middle C. 1,377 days in a row of giving the middle C to YouTube. You can compound that. You compound that, okay? Middle C style. You're gonna find that there's some really cool stuff on that. You know, at the end of it, the middle C style deal, guys. So if you have not watched Worst Coach Ever, I hope you watch it, because I watched it again last night, just to see if it was like, oh, you know what? Let me see if it's good, or if it was, you know what I mean? Jelly, how are you? I'm no one else. I remember Jelly. Who's Jelly? Jelly Roll Morton. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. You guys know what song that is? That's crazy. Hold on a second, guys. Let me put this on real quick. I gotta take a phone call that's coming in. It's not for us, though. Where did I put this? Oh, yeah. Let me just pop this on real quick. Hold on. Guys, on TikTok. I'll come right back to you. I love you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Hart.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Whoop, there I am.
Oh, God.
And I'm approval monster, Kevin. Hey, quick question. Y'all.
I'm scrolling through for a second. Let me move you up here to this is the funniest part of the movie. Okay, it's going to be a nice night. There we go. Hold on.
Goodness.
Hey, guys, how are you? Ooh, I forgot to get popcorn. Let's see how this goes first. I love that fragrance. What's, is that Chanel number 5? So what are we watching? I just went into the first theater I could find. I just wanted to find a couple people to chat with. You know, I like to get here before the movies, because then I can really, you know, get a chance to communicate with people. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm a communicator. That's what I do. And I also am a facilitator of people who need to end their relationships. And here, I'm just trying to do this in the most inconspicuous of places. We don't want to create a public scene. But when Damon called me and said that he was having issues and needed to find a way out, I told him, I got you. I said, you just give me a call. Next time you're going out, like wherever you're taking her to, like a nice little quiet spot, I'll come by and I'll break the news, you know? So he calls and says, I'm going to see the new Beverly Hills Cop movie. And I'm like, I guess I'm in, you know? So I show up here to talk to you. I'm a little taken by your freaking fragrance. That's nice. Like, Damon, she smells nice. If this all goes the way it's expected, maybe you and I should have some, you know, alone time, Cassandra? Because I think that we can really get along. I like that fragrance. I'm just saying. Like, you smell like flowers. Yep, flowers. I know. That's a really extremely detailed way of explaining the smell. You smell like flowers. Like freesia. I like your smell of freesia. Is that freesia perfume you're wearing? You know, I hope you don't mind. I just want to get a little closer because I forgot my jacket and it's a little cold in this theater. So if I'm just going to snuggle up against you a little, you know, just so we can get comfortable together, you know. We're in for the long haul here, Cassandra. Two plus hours. I think this one's 3 hours and 20. Damon, how many minutes did this one clock in at? 3:15. Yeah, as I thought. So it's like 3:15, Cassandra. So I'm just gonna snuggle up against you. Maybe I can put my arm around you. No, I'm just gonna get comfy like this for now. Okay? Let me just lean up against you. And so, where are you? Where do you live currently? Oh, with your parents. That's cool. Where's Damon? Where does Damon live? Oh, with his parents. I got my own apartment. No, I'm just saying, you know. No, Damon, I'm just letting her know, you know, like she wants to, you know, after the movie, you want to come over to my place and play Xbox. You know, we can do that. And, you know, Connect 4. I got a Connect 4 situation. You can do that. Thank you for letting. I'm feeling a little warmer already. You know, yeah, I'm just thinking when Damon is kind of not being so like, can I grab a little popcorn? You know, because I'd like some popcorn while we're here watching this movie. You know, I'm kind of like surprised he hasn't offered yet, to be honest. You know, we're here, got the film of the century on, right, Cassandra? I'm snuggling up against you, basically in the family now. You know, and what are we dealing with? You know. No, Damon, that's fine, whatever. You know, I'm thinking that I'm going to grab some Junior Mints, okay? And then I will toss them into that popcorn. You get the old Junior Mints popcorn situation going. Have you had that before? Damon, you'll love it. It's delicious. And you get your hands in there, butter with the, you know what I'm saying? You take a big handful, Damon, you're going to love it. No, you're going to love it. I'm telling you. Don't worry about it. No, I don't care. You don't want it. I don't care. I'm doing a Junior Mint situation. Yeah, Cassandra, right? Cassandra knows. She said that it's awesome, too. You know, we have so much in common, Cassandra. Anyway, yeah, what are these credits over? You know, I'm just trying to see if we can get to the movie, you know, already. Yeah, I know. Like, I totally agree. Cassandra was just saying, Damon, that she hates all the commercials before the movie. I agree. Oh, 17. Right? Yeah, I got that one right. You thought it was 13, Damon? Whatever. You know, like, how did you get that answer? They gave you multiple choice. You had a chance at any of the three. You know, you could have been 13, 17, or 21, and you went with 13? Did you even see the screen? Like, what are we talking about? You know, when you're sitting there and you're doing a getting ready for the movie situation, considering going to get Junior Mints to pop into the popcorn that you bought for us to eat together, you know, and then that happens, you know, I got to say, Damon, I'm wondering, you know, where did you go to school? Do you understand math? You know, I'm not asking you to do like Einstein type stuff here, dude. Just count what's on the friggin' screen. It's clearly 17. Anyway, Cassandra, this is the guy you're hanging out with. Like, what are we doing? You know? I mean, I came down here to watch this film. I didn't know I was going to get to sit next to you, you know, guys, next to you guys. And You know, now I'm here, you know. You know, those junior mints are a good call. What do you think, Cassandra? Do you want me to get them? I'd get them for you. I would get them for you, Cassandra. You know, if it was for Damon, no, I would definitely not do it. Like, I'd be like, no, Damon, you go buy your own friggin' junior mints, right? But it's for you. I'm junior mints in it, you know, and we could share them. I'll open the box, and you can have a little handful as well. I pour it in for you. Now, Damon, you had your shot. You said you didn't want junior mints. Now you want to just have your popcorn the way you had it. Like, whatever, dude. That's on you. Oh, that was Leave It to Beaver. Leave It to Beaver. No, it's Leave It to... This... Are you kidding me? You thought that was Knots Landing? Idiot. You know? Yeah, no, Damon, you thought it was Knots Landing too? I wasn't joking about the idiot thing. No, but it was Leave It to Beaver. I was a big fan of the Cleaver, the kid. When I was Beaver the Cleaver, and when you had, you know, a situation going with Beaver, and he just was leaving it, not a good thing, you know, Damon. But you decided to go Knots Landing on it. You know, you wanted to do it friggin', you know, like Roper. What's his name again? Oh, I can't think of the guy. I used to do an impression of him when I was a kid. Jack. We're doing a Three's Company right now, actually. He was in the show, the original Cassandra. You know, Cassandra, I had a thought, you know. I'm working on this project, right? And I could really use somebody with your expertise. And so I'm just thinking, like, if you need a gig at all, you know, like, just pass me your card and we could talk about it over dinner, over coffee, over the phone. Dinner is good, though, if you wanted to do, you know, like, we could do either or, but I just wanted to make sure you understand that I'm here for you. No, Damon, there's no job for you. I'm sorry. We're doing a whole, you know, like, no discrimination situation, and we have to hire a certain amount of minorities and women right now. And I'm sorry, you just don't fit either, you know? So you're kind of like the problem right now with 2021, you know? Like, look at all that privilege, you know? Like, not working right now. It's not working for you. You know, but when I get down to it, I need to hire as many minorities, as many women as possible in order to look normal in 2021. Yeah, that's exactly it. Damon, you understand it. You're starting to get like the reverse situation where you can't even freaking get a job anymore. Nobody wants you. And they're like, no, I'm sorry, you're qualified and you may be educated. We don't need that. We need to fill quota. We don't need to have superior workers. We don't need experience. We don't need people to actually justify being in a title just by actually earning it. No. That's what we need. We need for people to just get it because of whatever. The people who've earned it, gone to school for it, they deserve to be screwed over. That's the way it's like the reality, you know. So Cassandra, like, the reality is my apartment is not very far away. And no, Damon, it's probably best if you don't come over. Just because, you know, it's a kind of a small place and 3's a crowd, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying you may not want to be around, you know, because we're gonna watch another movie over there, and also gonna make some popcorn. Orville Redenbacher, yours is crap. Like, I got the Junior Mint situation, pouring it in. Cassandra and I are gonna watch some old reruns. Yeah, we're thinking maybe, I don't know, Press Your Luck. I like to watch game shows. I don't know about you, Cassandra. You do too? That's awesome. Game show networking it. We're gonna do Game Show Network, Damon. You're not welcome. It's just the two of us. You know, look, we came here together and you just showed up out of nowhere, Damon. What are we doing? You know, sometimes when you've got an apartment right around the corner because you don't live with your parents anymore, you're 24 and now you got your own place, you know, then Cassandra wants to go along and you know, play Xbox and stuff. I'm just saying and stuff. Damon, like, doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying, you know, like, and stuff, you know. But look, let's get to this movie. What are they doing the freaking previews anytime soon? Like, I can't stand all the trivia. I missed the last couple. Damon, it seems like you got them all wrong though, right? Woo! This is the guy here. Really? Wow. You know, oh, here come the previews. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, freaking A, another Ben Affleck movie. Jeez, that's all we need, right? Ben Affleck in the movies. I hear he's got a ridiculous head and they have to size it down in order to actually fit on that screen. Yeah, Cassandra, it's a show I watch. They actually know the truth. You should check it out sometime. Renaissance Man. Oh, and Matt Damon's in it? Damon, is that what they named you after? Was Matt Damon? Oh, after Damon John? Well, that's at least better. He's a freaking, like, very, very wealthy dude. He's a successful entrepreneur he went for it. He did it. You know what I mean? What did Matt Damon do? Same thing. Doesn't matter, okay? You were named after Damon John, not after Matt Damon. Thanks for clearing that up. You know what I mean? Oh, Schwarzenegger's back? Are you kidding me? You guys know it's Mark Schwarzenegger, right? I'm not sure if you got that. There's a guy named Back to the Future Mark. He's, you know, basically Future Mark is from the year 2769, and he's been every character you've ever known in the history of time. One of them was Mark Schwarzenegger, and he was here. He did it. And so just keep that in mind. Mark Schwarzenegger, you're so good. Like that, I love that when he does his thing. Oh, like that's good. That is good, Cassandra, right? Oh my goodness. There's not much like a movie with Mark Schwarzenegger in it, you know. Oh, ooh, what is this? Oh, this looks interesting. Oh, Cassandra, maybe we should see this together. Yeah, this one looks interesting. Wow. Yeah. No, I think we should see that, especially because it doesn't have Ben Affleck in it. That's a good start. Let's see who the star is. Oh, Robert Downey Jr. Kind of lost some steam on that one. Yeah, I'd go see it with you, Cassandra, if you want to check it out. And Johnny Depp, he's still doing films. Like I heard some bad things happening. Like he's been blacklisted. Like everybody else gets blacklisted. Like one thing goes wrong or maybe right. I don't know. And that's you never hear from him again. He looked sickly last time I saw him. I feel bad because he was Johnny Depp when he did his thing when he was Jack Sparrow. That was pretty good, Cassandra. Did you watch those films? We could watch that if you want to go back later and we want to watch a film. We could watch some in one of those movies. There's like 7 of them or something, you know. I'm down with whatever, you know, I think that it's important you see the sound system, hear the sound system. I got a 7.1 surround system. Yeah, Damon, it's unbelievable. Yeah. No, I know you'd love to hear it. That's not for your ears. That's for Cassandra's ears only. But yeah, we've got this, this screen that comes down out of the ceiling. It's 347 inches. It's actually bigger than this one, Cassandra. Like, what are we doing here still? All right, let's go now. Damon, you can eat that popcorn still. Just enjoy it, you know? We're doing our thing. We're going there. We're watching, you know? Snuggling up. Right, Cassandra? You know, when you got that going on, you got that type of connection right off the bat, you know, that is a thing you work with. That is a thing that you foster and that you continue to fan. I'm talking about lifelong, right, Cassandra? We're just there doing it together. You know, family, kids, right? 3 kids? What are you thinking, 3? I'm down. I'm just saying. What's this schlub over here say he wants to have? He wants to have 1 kid? You want to have an only? Poor guy, he's like there. Poor girl, he's like, well, who am I going to hang out with? You, mom? You, dad? They don't want to hang out with you very long. No, Damon, they're going to be like, you're cool for like a couple years. And then after that, like, dude, this guy's a freaking weirdo. He only had 1. And then he's like there with popcorn all night. You know? I'm just saying. And he had this girlfriend at the time. I'm talking future tense, bud. What do you think? Like, Back to the Future, Mark, I told you. seen it all. I just didn't realize that I met Cassandra today. Like, that is a thing that one day I always knew I was going to meet her. I just didn't know when. You know, Cassandra just so happened to be that day that was like forever burned in history. Was tonight. Movie theater. We're here. We're doing it. We're watching the new Mark Hamill movie. I don't know. What are we watching? I told you I just came into the first theater. When I came in here, I was like, maybe I'll meet the love of my life tonight. Maybe I'll be able to spend some time with someone special. You know? No, Damon, I wasn't speaking about you. Yeah, it's getting a little uncomfortable, Damon. Like, do you want to maybe get going? Like, I don't know. Maybe you could go and make a call to your mom and dad. Let them know that everything's going well. Yeah, no, Cassandra and I are here. And, you know, I'm having popcorn. And she's having the best time of her life with Mark. And then your parents would be like, oh, that's cool. Why don't you leave them alone? You should just get going, Damon. And then tomorrow you could check on Cassandra and leave a voicemail because she's not going to pick up the phone and you'll never hear from her again. She marries him, and then the stories of it's Back to the Future. Mark told you, you missed it, but I've seen this episode. I've seen this episode, Damon, and you don't, do too well in this one. No, this is the one where you go home and cry. Oh, remember the episode when Back to the Future, Mark, when Damon went home and cried? I do. It's this one, Damon, this one. No, I know, Cassandra. It is getting uncomfortable. You know, anytime now. Anytime you want to get going, you know. Oh, no, Damon, I was speaking to Cassandra. I'm saying if she wants to get going now, we could do that because I don't get you, dude. Oh, goodness. I'll tell you, that Chanel or whatever the frig, Frasier that you're wearing, wow, that is the good stuff right there. That is the good stuff. Yeah, I'd bottle you up. Forget about bottling up the perfume, bottling up the Cassandra, and then putting that on the label. That'd be a thing. I bet you Damon never thought of that one. Right? We got Damon over there. He's like, oh, we'll get popcorn. He thought of popcorn, Cassandra. I thought of a fragrance that's smelling like you in a bottle with your freaking label, the Cassandra label on it. You know, when you're going to create an entire line based on your, life partner, that is something we all need to keep hold and, share with the world. Oh, good, Cassandra. Yeah, let's get going. Like, I'm totally over this, situation here with... Yeah, no, Damon, you did it to yourself, okay? You came in. We're here to watch it. You're a friggin' dud. You had nothing to offer. You got that one math problem wrong. We're here. This guy back there is saying Knots Landing. What are we doing? You knew it was Leave It to Beaver. You should have known it was Leave It to Beaver. But you went with Knots Landing too. And look, that's something that you can't ever live down. 20 years from now, you say, oh, I had this girlfriend, Cassandra, and I said 13 instead of 17. She left me. She left me that night for the guy that got the answer right. So I think we should get going, Cassandra. What do you think? All right, listen, Damon, nice to meet you. And I'm sorry. Not sorry. See you later. It's Press Your Luck! The game where you can win prizes as long as you don't get a friggin' whammy. So today we have a very exciting competition. Two Lionheart competitors will be tearing it up here on the concourse in order to see who takes home their riches and who gets friggin' whammied on this version of Pressure Luck. Now, coming in from San Antonio, Texas, Louise Phillipson. She's a homemaker by day, started her own crochet business in the afternoon, and at night she takes care of 7 Rottweilers. Let's get her a round of applause, everybody. How about that? Coming on in here for a Pressure Luck style. So let me ask you a question, Louise. How do you take care of 7 Rottweilers all at the same time? Really? Interesting. No, we didn't put a mic on you. We really don't. Nobody cares what you have to say. We're Pressure Lucking it. Look, I want you to push that ball. What is it, a ball? What do we do again? I don't know. Do a roundabout. Go like that. Do one of these. Do like an Elvis Presley style on it. And we're going to let it go around and around and around until it stops. I hope you don't land on a whammy, though. It would not be good. We don't want you whammying out in the middle of Pressure Luck 2021. That wouldn't be good. You're not going home with any goodies. You're going home with a crap. You got a freaking whammy. He did a freaking whammy situation on you. Look, when you get whammied, you have to deal with it. And sometimes you take that whammy and you say, it's a learning lesson. You know, next time I'm not going to say, stop right then. He's going a friggin' $700 dining room set. That's where you want to land. And stop! Dun, dun. Whammy! You got freaking whammied, right? When you got a whammy situation, because you decide to press stop right then, that's on you, you know? You could have waited and then did it, you know? You got to trick them sometimes. You're like, and stop! You know what I mean? Because there's someone in the back who's just like, and they do the stopperoo with you, giving you the whammy. I'm giving you inside secrets. I shouldn't tell you that, because when I do that, they're messing it up for Peter DeBarkin, you know?
I freaking
Our
love this pick,
second
guys.
contestant from the lovely Charlotte area. That's Charlotte, Indiana. No, not Charlotte, North Carolina. No, we're talking about Charlotte, Indiana. This is a very, very accomplished writer of novels. You may know him as Dirk Steele. Today, he's coming out in his real normal name. This is not pen name style. Original name, John Smith. Friggin' Charlotte, couldn't you go with Dirk? We couldn't do Dirk Steele on this. I'm trying to do a show here, a Pressure Luck situation. You're giving me a friggin' John Smith? I want to do Dirk Steele. All right, John Smith, Steele, Jerk. I'm calling you Jerk Steele. Because you didn't come down and give us your friggin' pen name. You wrote all these books under Dirk Steele. You come in here as John Smith. I know why you changed it to friggin' Dirk. That sucks. John Smith. That's the worst name. All right, come on. Go round and about. And stop! Not a new car! You got a friggin' new car. You got a new car there because you did a stop at the right time. I think it's because you did the trickaroo. I saw the way you were handling that, John Smith. You know, you're as bland as can be with that stupid name. But you nailed it. You got the car. Of course, it's a Cutlass Supreme from '86. We're not giving you a new car. We're giving you friggin' Cutlass. That's what you get. Pressure Luck style 2021. We don't have new cars here. They didn't give us that. They gave us off the friggin' impound lot. Oh, that one wasn't a friggin' drug deal over there. They're like, oh, you guys want to get that Cutlass? I want the Cutlass Supreme. You can't just give me a Cutlass. I told them, I said, look, if I'm going to take a car, I'd be doing a giveaway. Mid-Pressure Luck style. That thing better be a Cutlass Supreme, not just a Cutlass, you know? I mean, we're going to let people down. The Cutlass, oh, we got you a Cutlass. Supreme? No, I'm sorry. We're going to get you a Cutlass. They're throwing microphones, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with a non-Cutlass Cutlass. You know what I mean? Like a Supreme. They want the Supreme action. You get extra, you know? It's the cloth interior instead of polyester. You know, you guys expect too much. You come down here, you're already getting free stuff. Press your luck style. You say stop, as long as you do it without getting a whammy, you're going home with some things, you know? Instead, I get all this, learn the game. This is the game. Stop. You either hit a freaking whammy or you got yourself a new car. Johnny boy, he got himself an old car, nice for Cutlass Supreme. I told you we got you Supreme though, so I don't want to hear any complaining. You got yourself a Cutlass, right? All right, look like you got your car. We're going back over here to Louise. Louise, you're shot. You're down by a lot right now. That car was worth a cool $650. You're going to have to make up some steam. You're going to have to catch up. So let's give it a roll, Louise. Yeah, Joanne. Louise, give us a friggin' roll. Here we go. And stop. Big money. Shop. Oh, on a new dress. A new dress. We're giving away dresses. We're giving away dresses? Oh, my goodness. You got a new dress. Freaking dresses. This show's really getting budget, guys. Giving away old cars and friggin' dresses. I guess that's what happens when you press your luck. You press your luck, they only have certain amounts of money to spend. They pressed your luck too much. They're giving away, big bouquets of flowers. That was too much, so they went with dresses. Anyway, look, I think we're done. You guys, I don't really like being host of this game anymore. I mean, Louise sucks. John, you couldn't come in with your real name. You come in here with some freaking fake name. Your real name is the crap name. Your fake name is a better name. You couldn't come in with the better name. Press your luck style. Oh, I'm going to go on with the name that people remember me by. They know me by. They read my freaking books by. No, I'm going to go on and take credit under my freaking legal name. Nobody gives a crap about your legal name, John. They're like, what are we doing? Why don't you just, show up as Dirk? Nobody likes John. Nobody likes John. They like you as Dirk, right? Like, let me ask you a question, Dirk. You go and you walk into your neighbor's house, right? And you're like, you knock, right? You get them, they come to the door. Who's there? It's John, right? Sorry, we don't know a freaking John. Get going. That's what you get. Or, knock, knocky, knock, knock. Who's there? It's Dirk Steele. Dirk! Party time! Right? You did this to yourself, Dirk. I mean, seriously, we gave you the friggin' opportunity. We booked you as Dirk Steele. When you go into the contract, there's no mention at all of John Smith. That is a fabricated individual. Or I don't know. There's a lot of John Smiths. I just can't believe that's your real name, because now I don't even like your books anymore. I thought that Dirk Steele was a real person. That some idiot was crazy enough to name their child Dirk Steele. Another lie. Another lie of the world, right, John? But that's what you do best. What are we doing? Yeah, no, I understand. You got to go take care of your mother. I get it. Look, after you go and get her groceries and you take her for the, to do her thing, whatever the heck you're doing, can you give me a call and let me know if that freaking cash came? I'm here destroying relationships. Just need to be paid for it, okay? Remember, put that into BB Poo Poo. All right, sounds good. Talk to you later. All right, take care. What a day. What a day.
Oh, yes. What an end to a movie.
I Could Save Your Marriage in the next.
I actually think the end to the newest movie is pretty cool. I'm going to share that real quick. If you guys didn't see the movie, let's see if we can get to it. Guys, did you see the funny Sig on the Street bit from yesterday? And 6 hours, amazing. I love him. He called in yesterday, and he's on the street in Florida, like running up to people and scaring the freaking hell out of them. It was awesome.
He's out of his mind. I love it. It was hilarious, right, guys? I was like, Sig, what are you doing? You're hilarious. He's like, hey, come here. You want to talk? Look, there's somebody who wants to talk. I was like, oh my goodness. The guy freaking biked away so fast from 6 Hour. And I was like, that's the bit. Every time there's a Sig on the street, Sig has to chase people and scare them. That's what's going to be funny about it. And then we'll get them on the air and ask them questions. And I want them to be cool questions that we're just like totally sidetracked by the answer. 49 views, guys, not even 50 views. For worst coach ever, YouTube, thank you. Bunch of dush. You know what I mean? Oh. Thank you for coming to know.
Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
All right, guys, look, it's just about time to call this a day. I couldn't ask for it any sooner. You are the worst students I've ever had in my life. I cannot wait to get out of here. I got to do a varsity basketball tryout. Maybe enough time for me to meet my friends, grab a beer before, because this has been ridiculous. What's that, Donald? No, Donald, you were the worst of all. Did I do good on the quiz? You're terrible. And don't ask me for help on the query. I can't do that unless you make a freaking appointment. Look, guys, I'm Professor McLavin-Riven, yes. But I'm also a double-decker style as Coach McLavin-Riven. And I got to go and get this team together for the state championships. This year, it's of utmost importance. McLavin-Riven's name is on the line. I will be there with my clipboard, of course. And when you have your clipboard, you get results, okay? I got 6 generations of McLavin-Rivens right here on this one. Yeah. Marty McLavin-Riven. They did it, so when I get to it and when I'm there and I'm trying to win that state championship, Donald, no, I remember you're not freaking invited to the tryout, but we're there, we're going for the state championship and the bus is outside idling. It's idling. It's ready to take us home in championship style. They've got, it's like apple cider champagne in there to celebrate, and we're there doing it. McLavin-Riven, it's been spoken and it's a prophecy of sorts, and you should just kind of go with it because it's going to happen anyway. All right. And so Tony, I already checked the historic records. You're not there, so just go and play video games or something, buddy, or with yourself. But you know what I'm saying? Go in the yard, go and play, throw a ball. Anyway, guys, I want to just go over very quickly again. You have to be prepared. This is going to be very, very important. It's half your grade to be able to give a proper thesis on McLavin-Riven's journey into the jungle of Costa Rica. When I was there and I was face to face with lions, tigers, and drug dealers, I did it. What? No, Donald, not drug. I was able to navigate my way around the drug dealers, around the lions and tigers and snakes and barracudas, and they also had some scorpions. Look, when you're there, you're doing Costa Rica style. You don't know what the hell you're getting, kids. So don't go to Costa Rica unless you got a game plan. Guys, we're here. I got my clipboard. So look, I just want you to know something. As far as it goes, this grade, it's half your grade, and just a couple details we should go over again. I took the prop plane, the one with just a single freaking, rotor. I'm there doing it over the jungle. It goes down, ran out of gas. The guy's like, I ran out of gas. Like, what the mother, you can't leave me in the jungle over there. Parachuted out, like DB freaking Cooper. Except I didn't have the cash. I came flying out. The middle of the freaking jungle, and I did it. I navigated through and I did a report, on my clipboard. When you have a clipboard and you wind up being hoisted out of a freaking plane, a prop plane, and you're doing it, and you got that parachute, you pull it last second, and as you're on your way down, you're writing down your, my direct locations here on the map. You can go do it. You can go put it on the Google Earth's map after I send the SOS. I got the SOS out there. Here's my location. I did a GPS ping, just, visually onto my clipboard. You can see it if you look close. We'll get back to it. Guys, when we're here and you have to get into this Costa Rica story, remember, now I'm there in the jungle. First person I see, you're right. There you go, Donald. It wasn't a person. It was a freaking barracuda. It tried to kill me. I took out my trusty freaking Bowie knife, you know. That's when I did that, stabbed it in the side of the head thing. They taught me that in Indonesia in 74. And so look, I'm there. I got a pelt, a barracuda pelt. I'm there in the jungle now doing it. As we're walking towards what I think is, sun, I'm like, look, I'm going east-west. I'm going towards the sun. It's setting. We're going to do it. Tomorrow there's something in that direction. I'm going, freaking bears come out of nowhere and some cannibals. Yeah, cannibals. They try to eat McLaren Heaven. What the frig is my name? McLaren Heaven. They tried to eat McLavin. What the frick is my name all of a sudden? We're doing it. Look, when McLavin Riven is here and he's trying to remember his name in the middle of the bit. That's part of the movie, because we're doing it. And then I'm in Costa Rica. I can't remember my name because I'm being chased by freaking cannibals, right? McLavin Riven, though, he gets up and he runs all through the night. We did a 24-hour marathon run through the jungle. I'm doing it Costa Rica style. And they didn't catch me. Those cannibals had no freaking endurance. Well, maybe because they weren't being chased to be murdered, but I was. I'm ghosting it. Usain Bolt. I did a Usain Bolt style. Yeah. And basically, the story was there. You got to go and get the book. It's here on the clipboard in small print if you guys want to. Anyway, so we're there. I'm in the middle of Costa Rica. And I get away from the cannibals, right? And I find myself at the edge of a cliff. All of a sudden I hear, I look around, there's freaking 7 cannibals standing around me. I'm at the edge of a cliff. And all I got left is that freaking makeshift, jinky little parachute that the backup parachute. And I'm like, maybe I'll keep that just in case I need a backup parachute type of deal. And all of a sudden they're like, they're coming at me with their spear tipped, I think there's venom on it, who knows? And I just go, hey guys, big biggity boo. I punched one of them in the friggin' mouth. I neck chopped the other guy. The other one comes down with his spear, and I go, late, and I went out and I jumped into the freaking ravine. I'm in the ravine doing it, pulling the freaking backup parachute. And I look below, there's a freaking shark down there. Who knew there'd be a shark in the middle of the Amazon deal? It was like a baby shark, though. They have them. You got to look into it. And all of a sudden, it's trying to eat my leg, and I'm swimming towards the shore. I'm trying to get out of there, right, with my clipboard. And as I get closer to the shore, I feel something on my foot. Thank goodness I had my shans on. I went backwards and knocked him off my shans. That's a whole different movie. You guys got to get some shans. I'm just saying. I got to the riverbank, and I'm there, and I look back, and I see that freaking shark. It was not a shark, though. I realized this afterwards. It was an anaconda doing it, again. This time I took the anaconda, elbowed it in the freaking neck, and then I gave it a hug, and it was like, you're cool, thank you so much, Mr. McLavin Riven. And I said, I'm freaking Professor McLavin Riven, elbowed it in the freaking fotch, and then a neck chop, up neck chop that way, but under, like that. This freaking snake, his tongue came out of his mouth, I took it out, Bowie knife, I did it again. McLavin Riven special. And then all of a sudden, I'm there, anaconda pelt. Barracuda belt, I threw it the freak away. I don't need a barracuda belt anymore. I got an anaconda belt, Joanne, I threw my freaking... Yeah, Donald, I know Joanne's wheezing. What do you want me to do about it? She's back there. We're trying our best. Joanne's wheezing still. I had to do that in blood, Donald, because I don't have my pencil. Look, at the end of the day, remember, when I got past the anaconda, after making my own, tent, I made a tent out of the anaconda skin. I took out my sewing materials, chopped up that freaking anaconda, and I made a luxury tent that I stayed in for several days, and nothing could penetrate my luxury tent made of, anaconda skin. So, guys, okay, this is what happened. That freaking anaconda skin started to get pretty freaking nasty, all right, after a few days. Disgusting. And I'm like, okay, I got to put this thing to rest. Let me just burn it, you know what I mean, just to get warm. We're here in the middle of Costa Rica, and I don't want to create a big scene, right? This freaking anaconda skin shriveled up in 2 seconds. I was like, that didn't even get me warm. Thank God I had my freaking clipboard. You know, because with the clipboard, I was at least able to keep myself warm, you know? So look, at the end of it, we got up. By we, I mean me and my clipboard. And we went back into the jungle, searching for life. I heard a, festival, I thought. I'm like, oh, great, there's a festival. It's music. I must be close to Rio. You know, maybe I'm by, where they're doing a music festival. Let me go. And, of course, it was a headhunting ceremony. And they were there doing the headhunting. And I saw there was a young boy who'd been captured, and they were about to take off his friggin' head in a sacrifice ceremony deal. And McLavin Riven could only do one thing. No, Donnie, I didn't run. No, I went over there, and I basically hit him right in the back of the neck with my clipboard. And he went down. I got the little kid, grabbed him, ran into the jungle. There was a 5-alarm pursuit after us, you know? All these headhunters. They're now after the little boy and after McLavin Riven. But of course, as you know, I got away. The little boy didn't, but I did. I got away. And, you know, I tried. That's it. Hey, look, you got to remember, I tried. And that's all you could say about a guy. You know, did you try? Did you give it your best? Yeah, I gave it my best. I grabbed the kid, created him in the jungle. They just happened to grab him and eat him. What do you want me to do about it? You know, he's not fast enough. He was a freaking 12-year-old. I'm a man. What do you want me to do? Throw him over my shoulder? Donald, if I threw him over my shoulder, we both die. The plan wasn't, I'm going to go die. Let me go die. Trying to save a life here, Donald. You know what I mean? You want me to lose my life, trying to save life? I'm Professor McLavin Riven. You think I'd give up my life for a little life or any life? McLavin Riven style. I can't do that. I'm also the coach of the varsity basketball team. If you didn't know that, guys. It's all right here on my clipboard. Anyway, guys, I just want you to understand one thing, okay? If you don't study on this Costa Rica exam, it's 50% of your grade. You're not, ready for it? What are you talking about over here? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'll finish the story. Oh, well, you didn't tell us the end of the story. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm there, and the little boy gets taken. They eat him alive. Literally, didn't even throw him on the freaking barbecue. All right, well, let's not let him get away this time. Bad news situation. I just didn't even look back. I just kept going. I'm out of here now. Usain Bolt style with my clipboard. I'm running. And then when it was a far enough away, about 8 hours later, I turned around. I was like, okay, I got away. That's great. I was in the mountains. That's the first time I ran into a Sasquatch. First time. And look, I said first time, Donald. I ran into a Sasquatch about 8 times, but that was the first time. And I'm there, Costa Rica style. Face to face, 9 foot freaking 8, beast, you know, doing a freaking Sasquatch voice. I couldn't even do it, you know? And he was actually very nice. I gave him bananas, and he left me alone, you know? Again, the hug goes a long way, guys. When you go and you hug a Sasquatch, you'd be surprised. They start kissing you, licking your ear. But still, it's nice. You know, it's friendly when you're in the middle of the Costa Rican jungle and it's getting cold in the middle of the night. Sasquatch keeping you warm. There's nothing weird going on. All right? There's no weird cohabitation, you know, creating new lifeline type of deals. You know, it's just two creatures, you know, doing, you know, what's necessary in order to stay alive at night. You know what I mean? Cuddling up, clothes off, whatever. You got skin to skin it, fur to skin it. You know what I mean? When you got a fur deal and then you got skin and it's cold and you just, can you hold me, Sasquatch? You know what I mean? Look, guys, there's nothing weird about it. Okay? Check the chapter. It's in the book. Again, it's on the clipboard. If you guys really just want to read it real quick. Anyway, so Sasquatch and I wake up, dawn of the freaking day, and I didn't really worry about the cannibals that night, you know? I felt safe for the first time, I guess. McLavin Riven, you know, that's probably one of the days I woke up peaceful, you know? Until I realized I was laying there with a freaking Sasquatch. And then I freaked out! Got up and jumped away. I was like, look it, Sammy, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to lead you on or anything. I'm just a human being with a clipboard, you know? And you're just trying to see if you can get to, you know, take advantage of a guy. You're a Sasquatch. Sammy the Sasquatch. I'm friends with you, Sammy. When guys there in the middle of the night and the tent didn't work anymore because freaking anaconda smells like crap. You had to burn it. You're walking, you see a Sasquatch. You're like, dude, you want to do a little cuddle-a-roo tonight? Nothing weird, you know? You wake up the next day, you say thank you, you know? But look, sometimes you run into somebody who just can't handle the truth, you know, a 2022 deal. Oh, there must be something, you should go and explore that. I don't need to explore a Sasquatch deal, okay? I'm Coach McLavin-Riven when I'm not here teaching these dummies, all right? And when I'm McLavs out there on the court, you'll see. But for now, these freaking morons over here. Guys, listen, let me just final words, okay? I snuggled the freaking Sasquatch, okay? Old Sammy. Not my proudest moment, but I did it, okay? Next day, I'm there. I'm walking through the jungle. I said bye to Sammy. We finished some eggs together, you know, overlooking the sunrise. And then I took my own path, and, you know, I'm doing it. And I look back, I see Sammy, he gives me a wave, and I see he goes and eats another human being. Like, he didn't like that guy, because he's a jerk. You know, if you're a jerk to Sammy the Sasquatch, he's gonna eat you. You know, I led with a hug. You gotta lead with a hug. Yeah, that's in life, by the way, kids. Donald, lead with a freaking hug. You know what I mean? You're gonna get further in life. I know you're like, maybe I should lead with a freaking elbow in the fotch. No, don't elbow someone in the face. That's not nice, okay? I need you to be human. Open your heart, you know? Look, it's right here on the clipboard. Yeah, I get it. You don't want to read it. You know, guys, sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time with you, you know? I got back that day after my cuddle with the Sasquatch.
Grammarly makes communication at work one click
Oh,
simpler.
they put the commercial right where the best facial
Whether you're
expression
looking-
is. Unreal.
When I made my way over the ridge, they were standing.
Hold on, I gotta watch that part again.
When I made my way over the ridge, they were,
Hold on a minute. Here we go.
you know. I got back that day after my cuddle with the Sasquatch. When I made my way over the ridge, they were standing there, a bunch of Jeeps, the police, they were all walking around. They're like, McLavin-Riven, you're alive! I was like, you freaking kidding me? I had to freaking snuggle a Sasquatch last night. And they were like, what? Tell us all about it, Channel 7 News Style. I was there. That's when I started I grabbed the clipboard. Guys, look, I have it all right here. I don't need to tell you. You take it. Here, go do it, right? It's all right there, the entire novel. Fine print. You know, if you don't bring your microscope to read the fine print on the clipboard, yeah, I gotta question your interest in getting to the bottom of the case, you know? Anyway, kids, remember, I got back safe and sound. What's important to understand is there were 5 Jeeps, CJ7s, and then there was an ambulance that was worried about me, and of course, the entire basketball team from last year was there, including their parents, and they were all paying homage to me when I came out. And they're like, "You're still alive!" It was like a Goonies scene, you know, like all the families and their brothers. That brother, you know, look, Chunk didn't get along with freaking Mikey's brother, you know. And when you're Josh Brolin and you're doing it, and all of a sudden you're doing Truffle Shuffle style, getting along with him, with, you know, Chunk. It's a good movie, you know? And that's what happened where we were there. I was doing the Chunk
All right, I'm
Truffle
gonna
Shuffle
fast forward
style.
here to see if I
came
can get
over
to some
the
other
ridge.
stuff. Truffle Shuffle was great.
The tryouts. You guys better bring it to
You better bring it.
suicides to start.
I'm moving forward.
Coach Mac, that's cool. I just don't like Coach and they're about to do freaking suicides, you know? Jenkins, hold on, we're gonna... Jenkins, I like it. McGillicuddy. I see we have a McGillicuddy. Next, Magoo over here. No, that's what I'm going to do. Joanne, could you help me? I'm running out of room here. I'm only like halfway through. I'm about to get to Michael Jordan over here. Game day. All right, Jordan, what's your deal? Your name's freaking Jordan? Like literally Michael Jordan? Your
This is
parents
one of
named you
my
Michael Jordan?
favorite scenes coming up. Check
I mean,
this.
everybody liked him. I get it.
This next
But you
10
came
minutes.
out here dressed like Michael Jordan? Yeah, my name's Michael Jordan, and I came out dressed like Michael Jordan here to try out for the freaking team. Let me guess, you play like Michael Jordan. You play like Michael Jordan? That I gotta see. I don't think you play like Michael Jordan. Let's just say, thinks he plays like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, all right? LeBron, he's crap. Are you kidding me? Me. What's his finals record? What's Jordan's? Rest my freaking case. You ever seen a freaking person glide through the air and just stay up there while everybody else comes down to planet Earth? Just defying gravity? We call him Michael Jordan. Yeah. No, not you. You're the crap Michael Jordan. I'm talking about like the real deal Michael Jordan. That one is gonna do it. You know what I mean? He's gonna come out there, he's gliding through the air. Look, it's me dunking. Can you dunk this Michael? No, you see, I knew you couldn't. You're a crap Michael Jordan. There's a legend GOAT Michael Jordan. And it's not you. You know, my parents name me Michael Jordan. You should freaking punch your parents next time you see them. What are you doing to me? Those are some shoes to fill. You know, I'm out there doing it. And people are like, oh, I wonder if he's going to dunk and glide through the air, do a kiss the rim. Not that Michael Jordan. He's a crapperoo. All right, I'm putting crapperoo next to your name, Michael. I loved who you were named after. He was really good. Too bad you couldn't get any of the talent with the name. That would have been something. So we're putting crap next to your name, Jordan. You know. Oh, we have a lady. Oh, you're transgender. All right. So I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand. So you were a she, and now is it right to say that now you were, or just you always were? I don't really get it. I don't get it. I'm just going to put down that you're a girl, and that we have a girl on the team. No, that's the way I have to write it. Because you freaking girl, you know? Like, you're definitely sitting the bench, just saying. I got you next to Michael Jordan, the crap one. And then we got LT next to you. And you're a girl. You know? Like, I get it. I'm Leah Thomas. You want to do a Leah Thomas deal, but reverse style, where you were the girl and then now you want to become the guy and go and play with Michael freaking Jordan. You could probably beat this Michael Jordan because he's friggin' crap, you know? But let me tell you something. What's your name, first of all? No, I want to know what your name was before you became whatever the frig you are now. Okay, what were you born? When you were born, your name was LaQuisha. There we go. Thank you. LaQuisha what? Andrews? LaQuisha Andrews. Thank you. So what's your name now, LaQuisha? What did you change your name to now? Lonnie. That works. Lonnie Andrews. I get it. But you're a chick, you know? Look, this is varsity boys basketball. I don't know what frig you're thinking. There's a girls basketball team. Go play with them. You probably dominate because you've been taking the hormones already. So now you dominating, you're dunking. Woo! You're throwing it down with them, but you're still a girl, so like you could still make babies. You know? I'm a guy. I was born as a... No, you're a freaking girl. You making babies, you're a girl. I just want to prove something to you, okay? I wrote it down here before because I didn't even realize you were here, but I wrote this down as a life lesson, LaQuisha. What's that? Oh, sorry, Lonnie. Yeah, I forgot. I have to call you by the name you want to be called. Yeah, so Lonnie. There we go, Lonnie. So I can't call you what I want to call you. I have to call you what you want to call. Okay, I want you to call me Mr. Magnificent. Okay, Lonnie? I'm Mr. Magnificent instead of Mr. Mac. Okay? Mr. Magnificent. You call me Mr. Magnificent every time you refer to me, every time you say, oh, Mr. Magnificent, I wanted to see, could I get some playing time? Oh, Mr. Magnificent, can I stop doing the suicides you're about to freaking run me through for the next 45 minutes? Oh, Mr. Magnificent, I can't make the next game. Yep, and you're never playing again. If you tell me, LaQuisha, sorry, Lonnie, if you tell me you can't make a game, you're done forever. We don't tolerate students who say, I don't feel like playing today because I have my thing. Well, I thought you were a guy. I thought you were a guy. You were doing it without the, the 1-2 Magoo situation. But you're there now taking time off because you're not feeling well this month, right here at this time of the month, every month. I miss a game once a month. What the frig's going on? I feel uncomfortable playing with the boys during that day. But I thought you were a boy. What's going on over here? LaQuisha. Look, LaQuisha, I just want you to understand. Sorry, Lonnie. Lonnie, I just want you to understand something, okay? You're a girl, and in 100 years, someone's going to come across your bones, And you're one of two things at that point. They're going to say, oh, look, we found bones. This is a girl, or this is a boy. Not this is a freaking tiger man. This is a horse man. Oh, look, this is a cat man. Oh, look, this is a non-binary social plus XYZ chromosome situation guy. You're one or you're the other. So you can complicate things as much as you want, LaQuisha, 2022. But when you do that, you just create division in this world. I'm just letting you know that. You come out pretending that you're trying out for the varsity team as a guy when you still haven't transitioned. We're here waiting for the transition. What time is it? Is it going to happen? What time are you transitioning at? Is it tonight? Because it kind of has to be. You're here trying to do I'm a guy deal, even though you're freaking clearly LaQuisha still. You want me to call you Lonnie, but you're still freaking LaQuisha. Hold on a minute.
Oh, goodness. Sorry. It's getting late, guys. I'm going to move this puppy forward. I wanted to show you the end originally. This is what I wanted to show you.
Oh, goodness. So, you guys are still here?
Oh, commercial right at the end.
This isn't a
Thank
brush.
you,
This is actually the tool I use to deliver.
Is it?
LaQuisha. Oh, sorry, Lonnie. They're still here. What's that, Michael Jordan? No, you're still crap. Guys, I want to thank you for watching the Renaissance Man 7th feature film. And we create these live in the moment. And we're live every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. So if you happen to come across this somehow, share it. If you happen to laugh, subscribe. And just remember, this is the 7th. So if you laughed, go back and check the other 6. And I guess we'll see you on the next Renaissance Man movie. What'll be next?
It's been one hell of a run, guys. One hell of a freaking run. 6 feature films. Number 7, I don't know. I mean, I have 12 or 13 that I could probably put out now with all the content we have. It's a weird, it's a weird feeling when you complete something like that. Where I on my phone right now, for example, I have all of that content from the movie still on the phone. I have to erase it all because it's going to taking up space for me to do more. Can't believe that. I can't believe we completed another movie. If you can, share it. I'd really appreciate it. It would be nice to see some triple, quadruple digits, plus for this movie. I think it's good enough to get some views. Definitely some controversial stuff in there with the trans sports movement. But I think that, to me, comedy needs to be pushing the boundaries, and if you're not willing to push the boundaries in order to create something that's unique and thought-provoking, then I think it's going to be a poor
movie. It's not going to be anything that takes you away from the moment and separates you from all of that stress and gives you a chance to laugh for a moment. It's just going to be like, this seems contrived. That's why it's nice to not have any idea what's going to happen. And we do one scene, and then all of a sudden, I've got Costa Rica, I got my professor, and all these things. We go back and we shoot the professor scene, and the clipboard becomes the freaking movie. The clipboard is the movie. Oh, thank you, Tommy. Guys, if you guys have not subscribed to Tommy yet, the Lifeboat, please go over and do that. He's changing the world as well, affecting some change, trying to get some people to at least be aware of, first of all, that there's a safe space. This platform's a safe space for the entire planet. Whether you're on the left side or you're on the right side. If you're on the far left side, we will never, ever see eye to eye. I just can't understand how your mind works. You want to destroy this amazing republic that we have, and I want to bring it back to its glory days. It's kind of interesting that if we can just boil things down to simplicity and say, okay, guys, let's just go back. We say all men are created equal. All souls are created equal. I don't care if you are a billionaire, if you are a janitor, if you're a car salesman, or if you are the CEO of the biggest company in the world. We're all exactly the same. We're created, and we live this one life. And if we could just be open to accepting all, and allowing people to express themselves, then I think we'd be okay. We just happen to be in a time where if you express yourself, you're shuttered, especially if it's against any sort of news stories you hear out there. And it really should be the way it was back in the day, where people could say how they felt, and there would be a, common sense seems to have gone out the window. People used to be able to think for their own and make decisions on their own. Now they're making the decisions for us. And that's what I think I have the biggest problem with, is when people decide for us. And that's all it's been for the last few years. Oh, guys. Looks like we did it again. 1,377 days in a row. Yeah, it's late. I'll get to this thought of mine probably tomorrow, but for the last day and a half, I've been kind of absolute that tomorrow will be the end of the streak. Tomorrow's day 1378, and I was born on 4/13/78, so I don't know, something poetic about that. I think I have a dream that is either too late, too early, or just never ever will be. But I have to
realize that I'm not a kid and priorities have to be family first and providing and making a living for my efforts. And I think that's the hard part, is having put so much out there without getting anything for it, for like on a just on a normal job basis. You know, I'm pretty sure this is I don't even know. I feel like I jokingly say I'm in the Twilight Zone, but I don't know. Nothing makes sense. But if you know, it used to be like, oh, if things are meant to be, they'll happen. They'll just keep showing up until that happens. But I think the biggest issue that I have with this is perception. And the perception is anybody who happens to see what I post on a daily, which is an insane amount of content for 4.5 years, assumes that that's how I make a living. So they're not calling me for real estate. They're buying and selling homes without thinking about me because they think I'm a freaking entertainer, or that I get paid for being a musician or for being a comedian. And the reality is, having a life mission to try to affect real change is impossible if you can't get at least the ability to make something for that effort. If it's just 4.5, 5, 6, 7.5 years of putting out, and you're going through these years that you should be earning and putting money away for your family, but instead you're beating on some freaking dead end where you put out a new movie and 49 people see it. And so it starts to be one of those things where I know this channel is freaking doomed. Not because of what we create, but because of the way they treat it. Because of how they don't share anything that's put out on this platform. And I know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Been here for 4.5 years every day, expecting a different result. And we've created so much stuff all over the board, comedies, music, everything. And nothing matters. It matters to us. It matters to the small group of us that you guys keep showing up every day, and I really appreciate you so much. I hope you know how much I love you guys. From the outside, when you've got 3 kids and a wife and a family, you got responsibility, and there are people out there making a very good living being content creators, and you can never ever get to that point. Just, you know, I can't put time like that out there when people think I'm making money at it and they don't hire me. That's my big issue. I need to dominate in real estate. If I can't make money at all for this, because it's clearly not happening, then I can't focus on this. I gotta let the world believe that all I do is sell real estate. And it sucks. It sucks. Because perception blows. And I never thought about it that way, you know? But I always said, you know, if my wife ever says to me, you know, enough's enough. And we're there, guys. We're there. wrote every freaking possible song. I think that's why that rant took place at the top of the show, because just, you know, after all this time, and like, the weird thing is, like, I blasted about the movie as much as I possibly could. I put out as much, you know, many teasers as I possibly could. But the whole time I knew this was going to be exactly what the outcome was. I was like, there's going to be 30 views, 40 views. No matter how many people I try to tell. And look, this could be another point to exactly what I'm saying. Everybody may be like, okay, Mark, yeah, we saw you put movies out all the time. Oh, we saw you write songs all the time. They may not listen to any of it, but they may be like, yeah, dude, we get it. All we see is how much you're creating, and don't need to see it. I saw that other one, and I don't need to see more. Who knows? I'm not sure how people feel, because I've never been able to actually get real responses from an audience. Most people get some real feedback over time, but here it's like I'm blown away when someone says, hey, I liked something. I'm like, really? You know, oh, wow, I had no idea. So I there's nothing worse to me than stopping this streak after putting so much into this. But I also, you know, again, that perception thing is something I never thought of. And the reality is, it's true, it's real. People think that way. Or, I don't want to work with the guy who's got so much going on. Or what is he doing? Is he a comedian? What? I'm trying to buy or sell real estate. And it kills me, guys. I think I'm meant to do this. I just don't know. I don't know. And it was like something inside. I was like, oh, well, you know, if it's meant to be, then maybe people will start talking. But no, if I've been here for 4.5 years and it never caught on, once I stop this, it's freaking dead, guys. I'm sorry. Just be a realtor the rest of my life. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm a great realtor. But, just really surprised I couldn't get more people to know about this after 4.5 years to want to come and join the show on a daily basis. But it really goes back to what my brother said on day 4. You can't go every day. No one wants to see you every day. It's the reason I started the streak, is because he said that. I thought he was wrong. But he was right. I was wrong. I should never have picked this format. Just because, like, it doesn't seem to freaking matter. It's like, I don't even know what the hell. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure it made a difference to be here every day for 4.5 years. I don't know. But I will say, whenever, if it's tomorrow, which I think it is, that will be the day people will go back and start looking at stuff if they really do like this show. And if I do that tomorrow, if I say goodbye, it's not forever. No. I'll probably still do like a weekly thing or something, but I just think that I can't hurt my family in this process, you know? So that's why it's like time to start thinking, time to start being at least open to reality, that this has just been more of a hope that never, never took off, It's weird to me. I don't understand. I see a lot of people that I'm not really that blown away by making a living doing this. And I'm not saying that I'm doing any better, but I'm just saying this is consistency and creation. And I've never been able to figure out that aspect of it. And it really is a simple thing. When enough people care about something, then more important people will see it and be like, oh, that's something. It's never ever gotten there. It's never ever gotten there on this channel. And again, I think it's this channel is freaking cursed. Unfortunately. I don't think so. I know so. 49 views on a new movie with 10,000 subscribers. Everything that's put out on this channel gets that treatment, so I can't expect it ever to change. It's only going to be more of the same. And I go year older, and I'm day after day, 1,377 days in a row, freaking being held down for putting out content. Everybody else, I have stuff thrown at me all the time. Random stuff. I don't even want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. But it shows up on my YouTube. But I never show up on new people's YouTube. Oh, what's this? 1,300 plus days in a row? Let me check that out. So, I don't know, guys. It's hard for me, obviously, to stop something I've been doing for 4.5 years. It's hard. When you love doing something, it's hard to give that up. I do love showing up here. I really do. And if perception wasn't a thing, and people just were like, hey, I'm hiring Mark to be my realtor, and like, there's tons of business I missed out on this last 2 years, guys. Tons of business. They weren't calling me. The market was crazy during the pandemic. They weren't calling me to buy and sell homes like they were calling other people. And was it because I was being held down from what I'm doing here? Likely. But that is how I make a living. And I don't make any money here except for you awesome people who do donate. So that is very much appreciated. But I got 3 kids and a wife. And you got to put your money, you got to put your energy towards places that you can make a living. And someone said it best, look, you go out there and you make a killing and you're doing really awesome and you're building some massive business and you want to go on and do something on the side and you want to never get paid to do something at that point, then go ahead. But you got to dominate while you're 44 years old. And can't believe I can never find a freaking talent agent, never find a freaking manager. 4.5 years of doing this all by myself, editing everything by myself, creating everything by myself. I think it's kind of insane I was able to do all of it without having help. But it doesn't mean anything because I didn't have help on the most important thing, which is awareness. Getting people to know I exist. That. I'm at a freaking loss on that one, guys. That one I can't figure. And again, it could be that they do know. And they're just like, whatever, he's there every day. I don't need to go see it. You know? Oh, Line, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, I really have given... likely too much. And that's probably why this is so difficult, because to me, this is the thing that I can't comprehend, but like
when you do put out as much as I have and then you just say, oh, okay, you're basically saying you're giving up on the chances of it ever being anything. But just like step back for a second and say, okay, well, don't give up and just keep going. And that road of people not thinking about you whenever they buy or sell real estate continues. And another year goes by, another 2 years go by, and the whole time I'm here just day after day to 12 people, 13 people, and no sales, no business to actually make a living. Like that's the reality. That's the reality, and not like a possibility. The most insane of possibilities would be that at some point some random producer or director or some talent scout actually pops onto my channel and sees what I do. It's been 1,377 days of that not happening. So, I don't know. Yahushua. Is that his name? Yeshua? Yahusha? Yeshua? Yahusha. Yahusha, I think it is. What is this all about? It's like everything's a test in life, is what it seems like, you know? It's all a test. But I gotta just find out what, I gotta find out what the future holds, and I can't do the insanity thing to showing up over and over and destroying my possibility of literally, this is an amazing market, real estate market, and it's dying right now. The rates, everything's crap. And so I'm like, okay, it's getting bad and I need business because if it gets bad and I don't have business, that's not good. And I'm like, well, wait a second, I'm doing this show trying to create some sort of side income of some sort that never ever happened 4.5 years. And like, okay, so then what do I do? Well, then I have to 1,000%. Anybody from the outside has to say, this guy's a freaking realtor and he has a real estate show and he talks about real estate all the time. And I hate the fact that I'm going to have to do that. But if it's about making money to support a family during a freaking crap next 2 years, which I'm expecting because of this president, everything I say is counter this administration. It's counter the social media bias. They're not going to let up on me. They're never going to let up on me. And I have to be truthful to this and understand that I was just put on this planet at the wrong time. Or at least I started the show at the wrong time. That's what it was. 10 years ago, it would have been a whole different story. But I probably wouldn't have done this, you know, so it's really hard to, it's hard to reason because I'm too close to it, you know. The hell did I push? Oh. Being too close to it, that's a real thing. And, I think I'm just so into the rush of not having any idea what I'm going to do for you guys, and then creating something like the feature film or a new song. We wrote 2 songs tonight before we played some other stuff, but I love that. I really do. And
still makes no sense to me that we don't have 3 million people watching a live song be written or a piece of comedy be created. It could be, I don't even know what it's going to be, but it seems like we created a lot of pretty funny stuff, and sometimes there was 3-4 people in the room while I was doing that. It's crazy. Creating a movie for 13 people on the planet, you know? But I happily did it. I happily did every single thing I did, you know, for this last 4.5 years. I was like, I think I remember when Sig came in here the first time. There was 2 people in the room, and that's when he like watched for a few days, and he goes, "What are you doing 2 hours for? There's only 2 people in the room." I was like, "Yeah, there's 2 people in the room. It's an hour for each person." And at that point, I didn't even understand what it was like to have anybody on. I would go live and see 0 people for many days on YouTube. And that's why I was like, man, this is freaking messed up. That was what my son said to me. He goes, "How many people do you have subscribed to you on YouTube?" I was like, 239 or something. He goes, "Why don't you show how many subscribers you have?" And I said, "Because I'm embarrassed. I have 239. He goes, "Yeah, but people may watch. They may think that you have a ton because your show's polished." He's like a 11-year-old kid at the time, 10-year-old kid. And he goes, "Your show's polished, so like they may think you have a ton of subscribers and be like, oh, I'm not going to subscribe. He's doing all right. Show them you have 239 subscribers." And I said, "That's interesting. I never thought about it that way." So when I put it out there, a couple things happened. Sig went out there and started telling people. We had a couple trolls come through a few times. They like try to take me off the air because I didn't have a lot of people on telling me how bad I was. The thing was, I've always been confident about what I'm creating. It's just the disconnect was the people. I can't figure that part out. That's not on me. That's on something I have no control over. But the moment and the creation and the inspirational words that came out of this show, the songs, everything, the laughs, they all were inspired in the moment. And that I'll never, ever look back on and be like, oh, that was okay. No, it was all freaking insane. My hope is people, when this does, become a look back show, is people go and check that. Go pick a random date and just push play. Because what you're going to find is magic. It's been 4.5 years of magic. Every freaking day. I don't know what I did every day. I have no idea. But I can guarantee you every freaking day was fire. Because I've truly believed. This is hard for me, guys. It's funny, I told a friend about this. I was like, look, I think I have to end this streak. And he's like, it's not a bad thing. And I was like, how do you figure? He goes, you got so much energy. He's like, wherever you put it, a new door is going to open. And I was like, that's a really great way of saying it. Because it's so true. Like, if I'm not focused on trying to break through some freaking barrier I can never get through, then I'm going to put my energy somewhere else, And maybe that's where people do start to pay attention. And it could be real estate. Who the frig knows? This is supposed to be a real estate show from the beginning. This show was supposed to be about real estate. It started as a real estate show. And then it became an inspirational show. Then it became a talking to people about their problems show. And then it became a bringing in the music and the comedy. But it started as real estate. It really did. And that was the whole point. I needed to build a business. I was trying to go on to remind people about what I did every day. And I stopped that to try to see if we could change the world in some unique way. But believing in yourself and what you create doesn't really do much except for give you some sort of purpose.
and hopefully give some people some comfort while they watch. But if you can't get enough people to turn it into something meaningful on a career level, then it's a hobby, and a hobby can't be the focus. It has to be the background, and the focus has to be what you make money on. And no matter how hard I try here, guys, no matter what I create, I just can't get that to happen. So, maybe the streak comes to an end and it's a good thing. Maybe I show up every Saturday night and we do one show a week and more people start showing up because they're like, oh, he's only on once a week. Who knows? I haven't tried that. I've been live for 1,377 days in a row, thinking some news crew or something would think that's somewhat meaningful and cover it. Still nobody's done a story on that. But it's going to come to an end, and now there can't be a story. It just maybe be something like, oh yeah, he did this thing once. I don't know, 1,377 days. Who cares? Not a big deal. It was a big deal. It was a freaking massive deal. It wasn't easy. Not at all. But we did it. We did it. Yeah, I know. That's why, Tammy, it's because real estate's not good. It's because it's not good that I have to double down and focus on it. Because if it gets as bad as I know it's going to get, and I don't have business to try to like, here's the thing. It went from houses selling like crazy, now it's going to be very, very hard to sell. And if I don't have a ton of business in order to try to get some, deals done, I'm scared for the next year. I'm scared for the next 2 years. So that's why this is the big thing, is the perception. That's the problem with this whole thing, guys, is perception. What? I just freaking keep seeing the same thing. Pamela said breaking patterns just might be what is needed. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate you guys. And that's why I say I hope you guys know that I am so thankful for you. I'm just disappointed by the way the social media platforms have treated everything we put out. And it's like, I think it's because I kept fighting, instead of just being like, okay, But even if I stopped the fighting, and I did, we do shows about the news. They didn't let any of that out either. So it's like, I just don't know. Maybe it would just be a cool thing to say that for 1,378 days in a row, I went live to the world, and I was born on 4/13/78, so at least the two things connected. It did that many days in a row is kind of silly. I mean, I wanted to keep going. I wish perception wasn't a thing. I wish people were just like, didn't even think about that way. That they were like, oh, look, Mark's my go-to for real estate. And then I'd still be able to just show up here every day and do what I do. But I think the issue is putting out content always, doing all this, trying to break through, doing the news, doing everything, just trying to I've thrown every single thing against the wall. 2,800 pieces of things against the wall. Not one has gone viral. Not one piece of content I've ever put out has gone viral. That is freaking mental. So many pieces should have gone viral. Not one. That to me is the biggest sin. Is allowing this show to continue to create 2,800 plus pieces of content and you don't put one out to the world. There's so much content. Nobody's can comprehend that right now. When I say that number, you're like, oh, 2,800 pieces of content in 4.5 years. What's the average on that? Let's call it 5 years. 2,800. Let's call it 1,377 days divided by 2,800. I don't know. I did that wrong. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a lot. 2,800 pieces of 13. It's 2 pieces a day. It's more than 2 pieces a day. For 4.5 years. More than 2 pieces of content every single day. Not one has gone viral. That's my reality. And man, is it disappointing. But like I said, the fact that you guys have been here means so much to me. It really does. It really does. It's I think the hardest thing is like having this everyday thing. You know what I mean? We're here, we're able to do the news, we're able to do something, and then to have that just not be a thing is very, 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 very hard. But I just don't know anymore what else I could do except for focus on what makes me money. And then if there's some time left over or things start to go well again in real estate and the market shifts back from crap to okay, maybe I can give this another run. Or maybe when I'm later in life, that's the only time I'll be able to do it. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I just know that right now, what I do here has not only been impossible to grow, but it also is hurting my business. And that it just can't have happen. It freaking kills me that a positivity live music and comedy show could not grow, could not build. Like a crappy SNL out there killing it each week. Millions of people watch that show. I can't get people who like SNL to tune into this freaking show. People who like live music to tune into this freaking show. It's like nothing makes sense. It's the platform. It's not us. It's not the content. It's the platform. This platform has a stain on it. And it will never be... They'll never allow it to be seen. I started Mr. Live Creation. It's only got 52 subs. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. I do know I pretty much think I have to start a real estate channel. And that's probably what I have to start doing is real estate and focusing on that. Talking about real estate. Getting real estate guests on. Mortgage brokers. That's my reality. Put out the perception to the world that, wow, look how hard Mark works in real estate every day, all day. That's what I did for 13 years before I started focusing on this. 358 days a year selling real estate, focused on real estate, talking about real estate. And then I started trying to entertain the world, thinking that this could actually turn into something. And most of those people who knew I existed in real estate think I don't sell real estate anymore. They think I do this for a living. Well, how does that freaking work? I don't make any money for this, and everybody thinks this is how I make money. You see the quandary? Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to try to go back here through the chat after I finish. I know this is kind of a introverted chat at the end here, but it's because it's quite emotional for me. But I will go back and read everybody's comments, so thank you for leaving them. And like I said, this is right now where, just for the last 2 days, I've been just kind of mulling this over, just putting this, not the show, but the streak to an end. And maybe trying a once a week thing in order to really focus in on real estate. And maybe we do one show a week, one big show a week, and see if that does anything. Let's see if that 13 turns into 50 or 100 or something, because it never, ever, ever did. There's one show, wages got us to pop up over 100 or 200, and never happened again. So, and that's another sort of perspective to look from. Wages did get 200 people here once, but they never came back. They didn't come back to watch again the next night. Most people, some of these people, when they go live every day, they get 200 to 300 people watching. It's never happened here. And it's surprising to me. It really is. Because I think we do some pretty cool stuff. But it's either the world doesn't give a freaking shit about me, or, you know, they really don't let people know when I'm on. It's one or the other. Or it could be a quasi. But regardless of it, I gotta think about my priorities, and the priorities are what makes me a living for my family. Right now, 4.5 years of this, and never ever being able to pop past 13 people, 1,377 days in a row. I don't know, guys. Either I'm the worst streamer on planet Earth, or this is just bound to be my existence if I continue doing this every day. And that I just can't stomach, I think. I just can't stomach the idea that I could destroy my potential income with this pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. 4.5 years, I gave it I freaking did everything I could. 6 feature films. 196 songs on iTunes. And if you go, I think on Spotify, I have like 80 people monthly that listen to me. Guys, 4.5 years. Nobody freaking knows about my music, no about anything. What am I doing? I'm living in the freaking Twilight Zone. Should be a movie about me. Not about the movies I've done. A movie about this guy who showed up forever and they freaking held him down. It's baffling. Totally baffling. But at least I'm seeing it for what it really is. Always have, but maybe starting to accept. You don't want to go away. Forced. Famine friends. So I'm going to read through these chats after I finish up, but I do appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I really do. I will be back tomorrow, okay? So we could at least finish this conversation if that's what it's going to be. And we've had some amazing moments together. And that's beautiful. It's beautiful. And my hope is we still have some, you know? But for now, at least when you're feeling like you need them, if I'm not on, there's 1,377 days in a row of it for you to go back and find that moment, that excitement. So, till tomorrow. Andrea, Greta, Pamela, Renee, S. Coop, Stacy Michaels, Tammy and Wharton, and anybody else lurking. I do love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.